All right, here we go. We are live.
Oh, hey.
I'm in between. What's up, world? This is your girl, CortneyJanean, and today on Hidden Treasures, I got my girl.
This is America. Your name is Ericka, right? True.
Ericka Dunlap.
Imani. I teach music for high school students at Southside Charter High School in Jacksonville, Florida.
And she's dope, like soap on a rope. But this interview today, this personal conversation is about how, not about how she is the, or was the first Florida, Orlando, and 7th Miss America, but how you're giving back to the community now. And how you are running for district, right?
District 5 City Commissioner.
What made you want to do that?
I actually have always wanted to do it. I wanted to do it because the people that I grew up seeing as leaders were the commissioners in my area. And so when we think about the history of being a city commissioner in Orlando, our first representation wasn't until 1971. So that was just 10 years before I was born, because I'm an 80s baby. Shout out to all the 80s.
Okay. 70s too.
But I was born in 81, and so when I think about just 10 years prior to that, we finally had representation for African Americans in the African American populated part of the district, of the city. I feel like it's necessary for us to continue to have positive examples of people who have done extraordinary things, and then they can come back to their hometown and not be afraid to come back and instill those same attributes in young people and older people, giving them hope in their latter years, because that's important. What did I do all those things for? What did I make straight A's and get scholarships and go to school? And becoming Miss America was an opportunity for me to put Orlando on the map for more than being, like, you know, residential Orlando has had a bad rap, and especially the black part of town. So everything west of Paramore, whether it's Mercy Drive, Pine Hills, has gotten bad publicity for so long, but at the end of the day, there are plenty of roses. There are plenty of Miss Americas who are within District 5, but we don't know that because all we see on the news is all the bad stuff that has happened to our neighborhoods and the bad stuff that continues to happen in black neighborhoods especially. So I want to protect the integrity and protect the future of what District 5 and Black Orlando can become. And I want us to know that I'm gonna do the work. I'm gonna make sure that we have the resources available, the money available, people have access to capital who are starting businesses, and we need to make sure that they're thriving, not just starting a business. Because trust me, starting a business is not fun.
And it's not easy.
It ain't easy.
It's diligence.
Every day.
Yes.
It is a consistent, you get that $1 million check after you've been doing $1 million work.
Absolutely.
You don't just get it because you got a $1 million idea. So you have to be able to consistently do that and be able to survive. You know, so we all have something within us that doesn't say that we're supposed to be working for the man, whomever that is, in your world, but what do we have to keep us going while we're growing? So that's what I'm looking to instill, and I'm continuing to impact the community in a positive way.
So keep us going while we're growing.
Hey,
I'm gonna steal that. Can I have that?
That's
a t-shirt line.
Make that slogan.
Listen.
Going while we're growing. Yeah.
How do you feel growing up? Because she shared a deep story with us. She said growing up, she turned on the TV, and what happened when you saw Miss Ericka Dunlap?
The story is that, you know how kids love to play in their rooms, and it's the weekend, you know, really supposed to be cleaning up, you're supposed to be doing chores, but you're not. You're back on the
Don't tell on yourself now. Don't do that.
Well, my parents were watching TV, and I guess there was a Miss America pageant on, and I was in middle school at the time, and I remember my dad calling us up to the front. Bring your butts up front. Sit down in the living room. Just sit down.
Wow.
Watch the TV. This is what y'all need to see. How many black women do you see on that screen? And we sat there and we counted. I mean, there were women of color there, but they weren't of darker hue. They weren't women who are being quote unquote black or African American. So we looked through and we saw her, but you know, I was young. I didn't know who Ericka Dunlap was at the time. You know, just watching the TV, being obedient. And then years later, what about she be my sorority sister?
Wow.
And you better.
Oh, am I outnumbered?
We're done.
We're done. We're sorry.
So I think the first time I actually saw her in person, like in real life, I knew who she was. I knew her name. I'd never seen her before. I was at a church
performing in college, because I went to Edward Waters College, home of the Tigers, you know. And we performed at a church down the street. And I saw my play director there, Daryl Rubin Hall, for those who don't know. And she was sitting there. I was like, Ericka Dunlap. Oh my God, she's Miss America. And she's like, I have to go talk to her. And then she gave me advice on performing and acting, and she told me how Disney, of course, would be a great route to go if you're first time starting. And I still haven't done the Disney thing yet, don't be upset. But
Take your time.
But she gave me great advice. And then come to find out afterwards, I pledged, and then I did a pageant, a scholarship pageant, and became Miss Black and Gold. And she was the mistress of ceremony at the event, and it was just like all of these lovely synchronized coincidences of this lovely episode.
And here we are again.
Here we are
Together again.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
Yo,
Y'all better harmonize.
I want to thank y'all for tuning into Hidden Treasures. This episode was not just about what you have accomplished and the titles you have held as an African American female, but it was about showing that hidden treasure that you were given to the world, and how you're changing the community, how you go into the community even after what you have accomplished. You still roll your sleeves up, you still get down with the people, you go out here, you help the not so fortunate, people in poverty, middle class and upper class. You help everyone. And what I really love and admire about you is that you make sure you pull back and bring that youth behind you.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people, not saying that they forget, but sometimes they become tired because they feel that they have to keep fighting and fighting and fighting. But with you, your endurance and stamina is off the Richter scale. You understand? And just in honor, Strange Fruit, give it to us real quick. Swing Strange Fruit.
Hidden Treasures.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my. Oh wait. That was
supposed to be a segue into Strange Fruit.
There we go. Okay, here we go. Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood out the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar tree, pastoral scenes of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh, and the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to sow, for the sun to rise, for the tree to drop. Here is a strange and bitter cry. Yo, that made me cry.
Absolutely. Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin. That's what I thought about when I heard that song. You know, thank you. Emmett Till.
So many.
Oh, so many. It's,
unfortunately, so many more.
Definitely. And that's why you up in this community, making sure that we make sure that doesn't happen, or we try to, I don't even want to say lessen the numbers, just stop it at all. But thank you for tuning in to Hidden Treasures. Make sure you dig deep. find that hidden treasure, so I can find you too.